Hey guys, and welcome back. My name is PboyJr, and today I'm not on the Better Together server. I'm here, and I'm going to be working on some redstone for you, and possibly showing you how to do it. I don't know, but I thought we'd do a bit of a different type of episode today, and I'm going to be doing some redstone that I know, and I put in almost every single world I do, or other just cool things that I like to use a lot. Alright, so first up, I have the automatic bamboo and sugarcane harvester farm. So, basically what is going on is when sugarcane grows in front of this observer, it will depower the, or it will power the piston, and it will shove the, break the sugarcane, which will put it into the chest down here. This also works similarly for bamboo. As soon as it grows, it gets pushed. And there is a slight problem with this, and it's that things can get stuck here, and then they can't be picked up. So, as long as this is grown, you can place a water bucket here, and there is actually a higher chance that you will pick up everything. So, then you can go back through and place a sugarcane, and if it grows, then there's a chance it'll be picked up. And of course you can slab this off at the top so things can't go. But if I set the tick speed high, like, well, it's normally at 3, so we'll set it to 100, you can see that they will maybe, yeah, you can see that they're going quickly. You can see how fast, of course, this is at 1,000. But if you just go up here and slab or trapdoor or whatever you want up top here, then things can't get by. So, now I can show you how to make it. Alright, so basically, this is this is completely tileable. So, what you want to start out with is this area. So what you want to do is just place a bucket of water, and then as long as you want it to go, you can make this as long as you want, because I said it's completely tileable, and as long as you have a constant flow of water, you'll be able to do it. So what you want to do is start out by placing a bucket of water. On one side, do concrete or your building block of choice, and then on the other side, do dirt, and then a hopper going into a chest at the very end. Next, after you do that, I mean, you can make it look good, whatever you want to do. It doesn't really matter. This needs to be a transparent block so you can open the chest, or you can just place another hopper and have a single chest, but it doesn't matter. Also, to make it look good, I like to do panes here so that you can see inside and it look good. And then what you want to do here for this is come back here and you can do Roblox here, but it doesn't completely matter. And then, this is important, you need to have light sources to let everything grow correctly. And then you can do blocks, maybe? You can do blocks, and then do your pistons here. And then up top here, you want to have the observer facing in, and this is basically what you see. And then you want to come around here, place this block right here, and then here another block or another row of blocks there, and then redstone on top. This is really easy how this works. Because of powering through a block, when the sugarcane grows, this observer right here powers this block, which in turn powers the redstone, which then powers the piston. It's kind of complicated, but not that complicated. And then you can just, it's that easy, and you're already done. And then you can just make it look awesome however you want, etc., things like that. And then you can do this, yeah, see, it's already working. You can do this completely tileable as much as you want, since only one of them like works. Like if you got rid of this one by itself works. Like you don't need the other ones around it. So that's a cool little thing. Next up, I want to show you my automatic bee honey harvester, I guess would be the more accurate term. So what it does is this dispenser right here is filled with glass bottles, and when this comparator reaches a signal strength of 5, it will power this dispenser, which will dispense the honey bottles into the hive, which will fill them with honey. Because it is filled with honey, because the hive is filled with honey, that is what makes the dispenser output be 5. So it works quite well. Of course, you're going to have to find bees for it to work, and honey bottles, glass bottles, but I will show you how to make it right now. Okay, so what you want to start out with is a double chest here. This has a hopper coming out from the top that has the bee nest on top of it. Then right here on the hopper, you want a grass block with a flower of your choice. I like to do poppies because they come with iron farms, and I always do an iron farm. So what you need to do is completely fill this around with glass, and then right here place 2 blocks like this. Except actually you don't need a block there, but it's good to have it for just in case bees tend to get out. So you need 2 blocks like this, and then place a comparator that leads into a redstone dust that will head up like this. And because glass is a transparent block, you can head redstone up just like that and it will work. Next, you need a downwards facing, that's not downwards facing, dispenser. There you go. And fill it with regular bottles. Bottles. Filled in. And then that's pretty much it. Of course, you're going to need to find the bees, but all you have to do is fill this around here with glass to make sure the bees don't get out. And I like to add a little T on the top and here for extra measure in case my bees do escape. But then you go get your bees, and they will automatically produce honey for you. We can see over here, these ones are filled with honey, but they're not going in the hive because the other ones are in there. But as soon as this hive is filled with honey, it will send a output that will power this dispenser, that will power it into the that will dispense the honey bottles into a large chest. This is one of my favorite farms to use. Alright, I know this looks kind of complicated, but this is the floor selector elevator. So, with this elevator, you'll be able to go to any floor as you wish, as long as you have, of course, it hooked up and things. And I haven't really beautified this, like I haven't tried to make it look good, but as far as I know, this is as compact as it's going to get, unless you, of course, swerve the redstone in and out, which I didn't think it was necessary for this. But what you can do is come here and select the floor you want to go to. Oh, I want to go to floor 5. So what we'll do is we'll select the floor, and then we'll go up, and then this makes use of piston heads being non-movable blocks. So now we're at the floor, and then we can get off and do whatever business we want. So now, oh, and then of course you can also send it back down using a just small sticky piston. Now I'll show you how to make it. Alright, so what you want to do is start with some redstone right here on the floor where you want the flying machine to be sent off by, and start with a downward facing observer going into a slime block, and then right next to that an upward facing piston with a slime block, a downward facing sticky piston, both of these are sticky pistons by the way, and then an observer facing that way. And then from there you can extend out the platform in which you're going to be standing on. Now this platform can be anything, it can be regular blocks, but I like to do slabs so you can kind of see the piston there. It's just something I like. And then to get up, you want to get an unmovable block. So like, I like to use blast furnaces because they're nice and they look kind of good. especially from the top. And then you want to get some stairs, and then just build down, and of course, and then that is your stairway up to the flying machine. So now what we want to do is add the floor selector. So one out from here, go up, and of course you can customize this how you like, but make sure that nothing is touching these slime blocks, as long as they can touch it if they are unmovable blocks. So what we're going to do here is do buttons that lead into a, oh my, hold up, that lead into a redstone path here, like this. And we want to have redstone here, and like that, and then lead it into an redstone repeater. We want to have that redstone repeater leading right into, maybe? Oh, I have to go on this side. Come on. Have that going right into a block. Oh, maybe. On all four of them. And under that block, on the bottom here, you want to have another block. So it's going to kind of look like this, okay? And then next, you want to put some redstone here. So just like this. So basically what is happening is the button is powering this, which powers the redstone by powering through a block. And then from here, you want to connect these to this redstone line. So bring it down and connect it there. And then these ones right here, I like to go on the sides down here, but I think that's the best way to do it, especially because the redstone is going to get quite big here quickly. So, and it's also going to get kind of complex, but it's not like it's hard. It's just complex. Bring it on down and bring it in here. You shouldn't need, and then we'll see here if we put an obsidian. Place it right there, and then we should see that this gets powered no matter what button we push. See, that powered it, that powered it, that powered it, and that powered it as well. Never mind, it didn't. Which one is this one? It's this one. So we need to have redstone repeater right there. Anywhere on this line will do, but it has to be on this one. So they've all been powered, and then you can assign these floors whatever you want. But actually, I will show you at the end. So right now, what you want to do is you want to get a sticky piston and a regular piston, and find where you want your first floor to be. As of right now, I'm just going to go up about that much, and I'm not going to do all 4 floors because it's just the same thing, just with a longer timer. So what you want to do here is start with a piston that is up from here as much as you want. Make it so there's 1 block of space here. 1 block of space, and then behind that, you want a sticky piston facing towards that piston. So what's going to happen is if I get some concrete here, this block, what you want to do is do this. This block right here needs to be an unmovable block, and because my theme is white, I like to do glazed terracotta, because that doesn't look that much out of place, but they're definitely not the best blocks. So what we want to do here is get a repeater as well. Set this one to be 3 ticks, and this one just a regular repeater. So what you're going to do here is this is a double piston extender. Okay? This piston extender will land right here, stopping the piston, the flying machine, from going any further, because a piston is a non-movable block. The piston head, is a non-movable block. And then what you want to do is, from one of the buttons, we're just going to do this one down here because it's probably the most complicated. One of the buttons, you want to come out from the block that is being powered. So see how this block is being powered? You want to go from that one, come out, with either a repeater or a redstone. If you do redstone, place a block there so the thing is cut off. The redstone is cut off. Next, what you want to do is have a repeater running into a block that has a redstone torch on it. And then you want to do a torch tower going all the way up until you get to about where you want this to be here. And then you want to bring it out. So right now, this is actually being powered. You don't want this to be powered. You want this to be off. So what we're going to do is this, and then when you switch the button, this will turn on, and that's what you want. So connect this, and then you need to essentially figure out what the timing is. What I do is I just go along like this, and they all need to be 4 ticks because that's just the best timing. And what I do is I grab an obsidian and place it place it 1 block above where I want it to be, just in case the timing doesn't work. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to test it. Test the timing. And I think I went a little too fast. Actually, no, that's perfect. So, it is basically just trial and error for this. So, to get the mechanism to make it go back down, I place a obsidian there, and then do a redstone lamp with a sticky piston and a button. That's all it is. So place the redstone lamp, have a, extended sticky piston here, like this, and then when you want it to go down, you just flick this, and that is how you get it to go down. Of course, this does not have to be a redstone lamp. It can be any movable block and it would still work. I just like the redstone lamp because it's, well, redstone. So, there you have it. That is the elevator that I pushed the wrong button. Sorry. Oh, you have to do a obsidian. That is my fault. And we're gonna fly into the distance here. Oh yeah, give me an obsidian here. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Of course, I did this all on purpose to show you what would happen if it broke. If something like this happens, all you have to do is just power an observer, and it should start to head back down. And if it doesn't, you just power the observer again. It will head back down, and you need to place an obsidian right there, next and up. There we go. Okay, now you know how to make it. Of course, this is, you can have as many buttons as you want. See, here I did all of them. And for the very top floor, you don't need to run a torch line. All you need to do is have an obsidian, so none of these get powered, and then the obsidian up top just stops the flying machine elevator. See? As we're going up, and it stopped. And then to go back down, you just flick the button. Of course, this is definitely not the most efficient most efficient way of transportation, but it is definitely a cool way to wow your friends with your new redstone prowess.